Good morning, guys. It's another beautiful morning. At least it's beautiful up to now. Rain or shine, we're not sure. I'm still in Matthew chapter 7. I'm at verse number 15. And this again is Jesus talking, and he says, beware of false prophets who come disguised as harmless sheep but are really vicious wolves. You can identify them by their fruit. That is, by the way they act. And then he says, can you pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? A good tree produces good fruit, and a bad tree produces bad fruit. Now, he's saying simply, we all know that we are living in a time where it's all about a pretend, and a lot of people pretend to be a certain way, but they're not, and we even have trees like that. Sometimes some of these lessons that we get come directly out of nature. I had a tree that looked so much like a papaya tree, and it just bare, but when it started flowering, we realized that this is not the real flowers that will lead to papaya. And we chopped it down, thought something was wrong or whatever, and then it sprang back up and it was the same thing. So it was like, no, this tree is just faking it. It's not a papaya tree. We're not going to get anything out of this. Here I have a banana tree, and as you can see, is what we call the Cayenne Banana. Now I have some other banana trees, and somebody says, hey, this is a Cayenne sucker, and it come, unlike the papaya tree, when it started producing the fruit, then it confirms to me that this is not the regular shorter bananas that I had before. This one is the Cayenne banana, and so I can look forward to eating a different type of banana, just as they said. In other words, I was able to tell what kind this is by its fruit, not just by just looking at it. I couldn't tell for sure until I saw the fruit on the tree. Now this tree, on the other hand, all I know is that it's a citrus, and up to now it's been several years, it's getting bigger, and I have no idea whether it's oranges, whether it's tangerine, whether it's lime, simply because there's no fruit. I just can't tell. Now I have some yams, some white yams, and if you look up there, there's what look like some baby yams. Those are called yam heads. And what that does is that even though the fruit that we use is in the ground, that coming up there at the top of the tree lets you know that the fruit is pretty much ready to be harvested. In other words, all of this would be meaningless if you really can't tell by the fruit. And the same it is with people. Same it is with you and I. People know who we are by our fruit. So Jesus was giving a warning, and he was saying, beware of the false people. They come looking like sheep, but they're actually wolves. And there are a lot of people in your lives that are like that. They come, and so he says, take the time to really check out and figure out who they are. You'll know them by their fruit. Not because they come and say, oh, I'm a nice person. The same it is with us. We're not supposed to be walking around the place saying, oh, I'm a nice person. Do you know who I am? No. People are supposed to be able to tell the kind of person who we are by our fruit. They're supposed to know that we are children of God because we are loving, because we are kind, because we show the fruit of the Spirit. Because every time they look at us, they see us in action, they see things that remind them of godly traits, all right? So remember that. People are going to know you by your fruit, and beware of others who come looking like sheep, but they're not. All right? Have an awesome day. Remember, God loves you, and I do too. Be blessed.